Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sunaina here. I know I'm reintroducing myself, but today in the afternoon, when I did a reading for the Divine Masculine, I was so taken aback that in the evening, and today being my day off, I believe I have the time and the energy to do another reading, and this is the union reading, the spiritual union in this twin flame relationship, where I have two set of cards from the same deck I have used with regards to the divine masculine and the divine feminine's energy, as well as their union and whatever the guidance that is coming to us from the universe at this point in time. Now, take this reading as it resonates with you. Don't force yourself if you think this is not for you, because every twin flame has a process and a progression stage. So you might not be in this progression stage, or you might be in this stage. So if it resonates with you, ladies and gentlemen, it means that you are here. If it doesn't, it means you are not here, not at this stage. You could be in the higher stage or you could be in the lower stage, but you're definitely not in this stage in that case, okay? Now, before I start off, guys, I'm in awe of all this that is going on, because believe me, I being a reader myself, I had no clue about this energy that has moved in such a way that it just, when I did the Divine Masculines reading today in the afternoon, some of you might have heard me, my voice was expressing my my awe. So I was like, what the hell is going on in here? Now, having said this, this is the spiritual union cards, connecting cards, everything that is here, your higher self, the love angel guidance, the higher self, the mind space, the heart space, and the 3D here as well. Now, having said this, ladies and gentlemen, whoever is listening out to me, let me tell you that the energy, the vibrations I'm getting out of this cards in here on my table, if I may say so with love, please don't get me wrong. It's a very sporty kind of an energy. When I say sporty, because in Canada, the Raptors are fighting tooth and nail. The World Cup cricket is on, where on Sunday, it's going to be a match between India and Pakistan, and everybody's like, who gets to win, that kind of a championship feeling in that entire sporty atmosphere, and that is the kind of feel that I'm getting from these cards in here on my table with regards to you, divine masculine, with regards to you, divine feminine, and with regards to whatever is going on in your spiritual union, the connection time at this moment, where you have reached, what's happening, and how it's going forward. Now, this reading will pertain for me. It's from 16th of June to the 30th of June, but again, time is fluid. You might be called in to watch this reading when my spirits want you to know about this affair here, okay? But at this moment, I have to take the time period just to get my energies in place for this reading in here. Now, the entire sporty atmosphere is because the tables have flipped so much that, it's like the divine masculine is sitting in the middle of the field with holding his bat, and maybe he's got a ball or whatever, the sports that he is playing, he's got those, he's right in the middle of the field, and you guys, divine feminine, y'all are in the stand, y'all are the spectator, the audience, or the cheerleaders, maybe in some cases, where y'all are like, oh, go, 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 go. We want to see you go. We want to see you win. Y'all are doing the cheering, but y'all are doing the cheering in kind of a place, from a kind of a place that the divine masculine is not able to see you. It's like an invisible cheerleader, but an audience in the stand, who is looking at this game, this ongoing action from the divine masculine, and they're like, okay, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. You have to win this. You have to win this. So this is the kind of overall feeling from this union energy during this period in time, guys. Okay, now having said this, let's look at the love angels for the divine masculine. He has got two cards in here. Let me just bring it out because my table, I think, doesn't cannot accommodate any more cards. In the love angels, they're giving him forgiving and learning, which is what he's doing, and as well as he's healing family issues. So if you look at my reading, just for the divine masculine, this is exactly what he is doing. What I have said in that video is what is happening in here as well, guys. Okay, for him, the story is very clear. The lessons he has learned, he is still learning in this period in time. He is learning those lessons and he's releasing them, as well as healing the past over here, because he's forgiving and he's learning. So he's healing the past, and with all the experiences, and even more experiences that is coming in their love zones at this point in their present moment, guys. Okay, so the reason it's very much, it's absolutely the same kind of cards I've got for his reading, guys, today afternoon. So, or this afternoon, somebody corrected me to say that I shouldn't say today afternoon, I should say this afternoon, whichever works for you. So, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. Self explanatory, guys. And as well as the fact that he's healing family issues. And it's saying in here, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents and breaking the chain. If you see my Divine Masculine's reading, and that's exactly what he's doing throughout the month of June, he's breaking that chain of his ancestral patterns. He's healing, he's rejuvenating, he's rewriting his future. So at this moment, the love angels has the same story to talk about. What are the lessons he has learned, how he has been learning, how he is releasing the bad experiences, the toxicity, the negativity in his zone, to heal from the past, and with the experience, and to experience more love in their present moment, as well as family issues. Now, it could be that the divine masculine has passed 7 karmas, generations. I have explained that in my earlier video. The past 7 generations, their karma, where his parents have either done him something wrong, or he has gone through a bad experience in the childhood, where he has been holding some kind of a grudge against his parents or family members, not necessarily parents. It could be anybody who has been very close to him from his family connection, to learn that lesson, and forgive his parents for what they have done to him or what has happened to him during his childhood times. Okay, so he's kind of in that stage where, again, he's breaking that ancestral pattern, guys. I'm going back to that earlier video. He's breaking the ancestral pattern because he's realized that this is not the time anymore to hold on to these toxicity and negativity, because by doing that, he has been killing his own emotions, and he has been suffering throughout his entire life period, whatever the time period he has been suffering, because he has never been forgiving, he has never learned his lessons, and neither has he healed his very deep inset of psychological and emotional issues, guys. And that is what he's doing during this period in time. As for you, divine feminine, you guys are in the spirit of separation from this divine masculine, from your divine masculine. And it tells me that it's time apart from your partner that's on the horizon. Because again, you have, as I explained in the earlier video with the divine masculine, guys, you need to give him space. You are giving him space. You need to give him space, because you are the spectator now. You are the silent cheerleader, so you are going to watch him but you're watching him from a distance because you don't want to interrupt this healing process that he is going through at this point in time. And, ladies, if you are in that stage of thinking, I have to mention this with regards to a few comments. If you are in that stage of thinking that you can jump and pounce on this relationship to make it work, you are absolutely wrong. Please have patience to bring this to a spiritual point of union. You cannot push things, you cannot force things, you cannot enforce your own ideas and your own wishes on this situation. This has to unfold naturally in the way the universe wants you to work with it. Please understand. But what is connecting you both again in your love angel is your true love, guys. Look at this. What's connection here? What's the connection here? Is your true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And it's not the romance of one lifetime, guys, because this is a romance of many lifetime. But in this lifetime, guys, whoever has reached this stage of culmination or their point of union that they're walking into, they have crossed many lifetimes of this up and down, of sacrifices, of separation, of everything that has gone through in their zone. Today, in this lifetime, to have reached that place where they know that whether they are silent, whether they are separated, whether they're learning or forgiving, whether they're healing their family issues, past issues. But again, what's holding them together is this beautiful card in here, which is true love, romance of your lifetime, guys. So have patience, please, ladies and gentlemen, both you guys. Um, this journey is a very different journey. I have said this repeatedly over and over again for you to understand that this is not just the run of the mill where you meet somebody, you fall in love and you get married and, so on and so forth. No, this is a spiritual journey, and a spiritual journey requires spiritual understanding from both your ends, divine masculine and divine feminine. Having said this, the higher self in the divine feminine is in the state in here, suffering in silence. Okay, it's happening. You cannot do anything about it because he's breaking the chain. He's reprocessing his hardware, he's reprocessing his software. And for that, he's going through that suffering, he's going through that pain, he's going through that grief, he's going through the trauma, the turmoil, but he's not talking about it because it's all happening to him inside in silence, guys. Okay, it's a Nine of Sword energy, and obviously he's extremely in pain, he's anxious, he's worried, he is, because he's going through a lot. This transformation, he's caught in between this transformation at this point. So obviously, he has to go through this pain in silence, which he is doing. And as far as you are concerned, divine feminine, you are in the shadow self. That's what I told you. You are not coming out. You are the silent, invisible leader of this twin flame journey at this point. You're using your intuition, but you are in your shadow self. You are kind of talking to your self when you are enlightened to understand this journey, but at the same time, you're not coming out. You're more of your intuitive self at this point in time in your higher area, because when you are going to move and, when your intuition tells you that this person is ready, the divine masculine, that's when you will move with your Two of Wand energy, guys, in here, which is looking for ways, which is movement, choices, and decisions. At that point in time, when he is ready, but before that, you will be only using your intuition to fathom what is going on in his world, to fathom what's going on in your world, to fathom what's going on in this connection. And that's what you are doing, but only with your intuition. That's when, you're looking at different movement, choices, and decisions. But this will be in effect when this person, the divine masculine, is ready for this movement, choices, and decisions that has to be made in order to move forward. But right now, give him the time again, as I said before, give him the time, be the silent cheerleader for him at this moment, because the connecting card with regards to this energy in your higher self is patience, guys. Again, it's not me telling you, it's my spirits letting you know that this is what you have to do in order for you to bring this to fruition at any given point in time, or at in the going forward days, guys. Okay, so for this time period, at least till the end of June, hold your patience, ladies and gentlemen, especially ladies, guys, because you people, again, like I said, you have no control on the situation. Please understand that. Your control is in yourself. Your control is in your intuition. Your control is in the way you see things in the right possible way with your intuitive self in the spirit and time towards this twin flame journey, guys. Okay. Now, having said this, look at his, with this spiritual union, his heart space right now is again, it's cold. The Emperor in reverse, guys. You know, his mental space. Why did I say heart space? His mental space is cold, guys, okay? Because he's suffering in silence. He's doing a lot of work at this point in time. And the reason he's doing that is to bring forward the equal give and take with the Six of Pentacles in here, guys. Because at this moment, he knows that for him to proceed forward, he will have to face the Queen of Swords. He will also have to get the mental clarity. Not only are you the Queen of Swords, guys, but also it is talking about the mental clarity in order to proceed forward in this journey at this point in time. But I take it as you being the Queen of Swords, and so he has to get his heart in the right place, and that's his mental energy. You know, the heart is showing up with the Emperor in the reverse, which is telling me, you know, his mental space, he doesn't know really, you know, what has gone wrong, what has happened, how did the tables turn, and stuff like that has happened to his own, in his own zone as well, which is of course making him a little bit bitter, sad. He's a more of a very tyrannical person, rigid, you know, being a little bit cold in the situation with the Emperor in the reverse in his mental space, guys. Okay, he's not being able to bring back justice right away, but he knows that he will have to bring back justice going forward, because he will have to offer this give and take relationship to the Queen of Swords that he will have to face when he moves forward in the right way. And at the same time, in his mental space, he's healing. He's suffering, but he's healing with the Three of Swords energy in the reverse in here, which is what he's letting go at this point in time. And he's staying put in the place with regards to his mental energy, the Six of Swords in the reverse, because he knows that sooner or later he will have to walk towards the Queen of Swords in here. He will have to walk towards the Six of Pentacles in here. He will have to walk towards the Emperor to bring him back in the right place. But at this point in time, he is not making any choices right now, no decisions in the mental space, because he knows his decision, he knows that he will have to give and take. But, you know, when he can do that, the time factor is still undecided at this point in time, but he's getting prepared to put up this, you know, the brave front that he will have to, but he can do that only when he clears his mental space and gets everything under control in here, guys. Very, very. But at the same time, he knows with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, guys, he knows that he will have to act clean. He will have to do things very clean, because other than that, there is no movement possible. He will have to come forward to show his true self to you, Divine Feminine. And that is what he's walking towards, because he knows that the moment he makes the move, the moment he talks to you, the moment he communicates what he has in his little bundle of the collective, you know, little bundle of his own stuff, he will have to make this offer, guys, the give and the share. But the give and the take. But before he makes this offer, ladies, he will have to also face you. Plus, he will have to heal himself. Plus, he knows that at this moment, he cannot really run towards the give and take. That's going to take him some time until he clears his mental space, brings his energy back in the right way to walk clean with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, to be a clean person with no effects of duping anybody here anymore. Okay, that is what his mental space energy is telling me. Let me take a clarifier for the Six of Swords in the reverse. Please give me a clarifier for this. Oops, oh God, too many cards. Yeah, I'll take this one because this flipped out. Page of Cups in the reverse, guys. There you go. You know, he's moody, he's disappointed, he's suffering in silence. But, you know, right now, he's not giving you anything at this moment in this month of June. He's not going to make this offer because he has to first clear his own self before he can actually go forward to make and give this offer to you. The give and the take relationship between the two of you, that's going to happen sooner or later. Okay, so right now he's disappointed, he's moody, he's suffering in silence, but at the same time, he's doing everything that he needs to do in order for this relationship to manifest itself in the right direction. And he knows that whatever he is doing, doesn't matter what he's doing, guys, he will have to do it clean. He will have to come clean in this situation in here. That's very much ascertained. As for you, ladies, you all are very guarded in your mental space with the Four of Pentacles in here in the upright. Very, very guarded because you all are watching him. You all are watching him, but you all are not giving him anything at this point in time. The reason you're not giving him anything is because you want him to end that situation before you can make any offer yourself, guys. So at this point in time, in your mental space energy, you people are definitely exhausted, tired with the Nine of Wands in the reverse. You all are fatigued. But, you know, at this moment, again, movement and choices and decisions, y'all are not looking for the Two of Wands. You can choose it. You know, you can choose it once he is ready, guys. Okay, so at this moment, you are staying put with anything regarding this affair, and you, because you are looking for this death here, for the death in here. Okay, and that's why you're guarded, because you want things to end before he can begin another chapter, and that's what you're silently waiting and watching, because you want things to move in the right direction, towards the right place. You don't want to repeat any mistake in the past, from the past. You don't want to go back into the same, again, the same vicious circle and cycle of your energies, you know, where both of you guys are, you know, you don't know what you want from each other or where you're heading towards. You are clearing that. So you are staying put in the place in your mental stage at this moment. You're guarded. You want this situation to end. But at the same time, of course, you guys are also doing a lot of work, which is mentally exhausting and tiring. But at the same time, y'all are not looking for options, because, you know, the Knight of Coins in here, the end of this card in here, which is telling me that you want, when you are ready to move, guys, you want this person, the divine masculine, to be efficient, to do his hard work, and to take responsibility of this relationship, which he will. But at this point in time, in the month of June, till the end of June, he's clearing up his own stuff, which is definitely, you know, exhausting for him as well, guys. And the bottom of the deck for you is the Seven of Cups in the reverse, which is telling me that you are not giving him any options, ladies. No more options to choose from, no more daydreaming. Now it's the time for reality show. Okay? No more yes, if, but, can, will, let's see. No. It is the now time for action. So when it happens, It will happen in the right way, and you are not going to take any more smoky kind of an atmosphere where you are left in doubt all the time because you don't know what this person is wanting out of this relationship. So now, from on this time onwards, whatever happens will be very clear, will be very open, will be very, very visible and transparent in front of your eyes, Divine Feminine. And the connecting card for both of you is, again, you all are taking your time with the Four of Cups in here. You all are watching each other. You all are watching the spiritual union because you know it's coming to you from the universe. But this is a stage of waiting, having patience in yourself, waiting for the right energy to manifest at the right point in time so that you can walk towards it in the rightful direction, guys. Very, very clear message with regards to your energies, both for the divine masculine and the divine feminine in here, guys. Okay. Now, as for your heart energy for the divine masculine, guys, again, look, he has got, oh my God, he has got the Six of Pentacle in the heart, but in the reverse, which he knows that he will have to clear his heart because he's been holding on to a lot of other issues, which is preventing him from moving forward to have that equal give and take relationship with you, divine feminine. So he needs to clear that strings attached kind of conditions that he is holding in his heart, to clear that, to bring the sun out. This is the major arcana, guys, that I've got in this reading after whatever amount of time, of course, with the emperor coming out too. The sun is the second major arcana. So once the heart energy is completely cured and taken away, all those emotional baggages can be left behind. This person is then ready to move in order to bring the sun back into your zone, into the spiritual union, into this love union, whatever you might want to say in here, guys. Okay, because in his heart he is still a little bit deceptive. He doesn't know what to do with this story in here at this moment with your union energy, guys. The Page of Swords in the reverse. He wants to clear it, but he's kind of convincing himself that it's going to happen. But he, from his heart, he has to clear that because it's like he doesn't want to talk about it anymore. If I look at it, he doesn't want to give you all talk anymore. He doesn't want to deceive you anymore, guys. He doesn't want to manipulate the situation anymore. He wants to end this, to bring the sun back into the life. But for that, he has to clear his own self energy also in the heart space too, so that he doesn't, because he knows he has deceived you in the past. He knows that he has manipulated your intentions. He knows that he has given you all talks and nothing else, all stories floating in the air. And that's why this energy has moved so drastically today. So he wants to get rid of that. He wants to clear that. He wants to go straight, clear cut, simple. Again, dupe. Seven of Swords in the mental space, Seven of Swords in the heart space, guys, because now he knows that he has to clear all this garbage for him to get back his Ten of Pentacles in the right direction, or else his Wheel of Fortune is not going to turn. Okay, so that is the heart energy that he is holding at this point in time, because he knows what he has done, guys. He knows, okay? You don't have to tell him, you don't have to rub it in him, you don't have to, tell him about all the stories of the past, but because he knows what he has done. And that is exactly what he is trying to put behind, never to look back at that, and to come in the right direction for him to proceed this relationship, this beautiful journey, this spiritual union into the right place where it belongs. Okay, so this is where he is standing. Let me get a clarifier. I'm just curious. Let me get a clarifier for the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Can you please give me a clarifier for the Six of Pentacles in the reverse in the heart energy, please? Yeah, and that is exactly the entire story, guys. I mean, this is something that's very, very... He's suffering in silence because he can see himself clearly in the mirror of what he has done before, how he has behaved with you, how he has kind of made you feel small, how he has manipulated your good intentions of love towards him. And now, with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, look, he wants to bring back his emotional fulfillment with the Ten of Cups. He wants to bring the Ten of Cups back with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. That's what I wanted to see. So that the emotional fulfillment can be an equal give and take right now. Okay, and that's what is clearing his heart energy. Let me take a clarifier. Just curious for the Page of Sword in the reverse. Yeah, there it is. He cannot be a fool anymore, guys. The fool in the reverse, he knows in his heart. He has been a fool once, maybe twice, maybe thrice before, but now he has understood that he cannot be a fool anymore, because if he continues to be a fool, whatever he has managed to bring so far will all dissipate, will all vanish. So there is no risk that he can take anymore. As simple as that. He has to go clear cut, process this situation in the right way to bring it to its fruition. Now, your heart energy, ladies, is the Nine of Swords, which is totally understandable. You are anxious, you are worried, you are scared. You probably have sleepless nights thinking about the situation. But take it from me, guys, this is just a passing temporary phase. You don't have to be in this energy for too long. But at the same time, in your heart, you want justice to be served in your love zone, guys, in your twin flame relationship. You want the emperor back in the right way with structured control and authority towards this relationship. That's your heart energy, because at this moment, you don't have the love in here. Your Ace of Cup is empty in the heart. You're not getting that love. You're not getting the fulfillment of love. You are worried, but at the same time, you want that love to come back to you in the right direction, with the Emperor card being here, guys, okay? But at the same time, you're still carrying the burden. You're feeling stressed. You're feeling a little burnt out, but at the same time, with the Ten of Wands in the reverse, you're also delegating this burden onto him. Like I told you, you're taking the stand. You are the spectator, you're the audience, you're the invisible cheerleader. So what you're doing is, at a certain point in time, after a certain point in time, you're transferring this heavy burden that you had been carrying on your back towards the divine masculine, and is telling him silently, now it's your turn to share this burden with me. Both of us are going to share it together. I'm not the only person who is going to carry this burden on my shoulder or the cross on my back, guys, okay? So your energies, and plus with the Five of Cups, it's a twin flame card for me always, always, whenever I do this reading. The three dented cups, yes, it's gone. Turn back and pick up the two dented cups, you know that, and move forward, ladies. Move forward in your heart energy. Don't sit holding yourself in a very negative place, or else things are not going to move. It's time for you to relieve that burden, to put that burden over on this side of the fence. Let him now take a little bit of your burden and work towards clearing his position with you in this particular journey as well. And the bottom of your deck, guys, is the Four of Cups in the upright. Again, a dupe in here. Your wisdom that's coming to you from the universe. Of course, you're going to take time to understand this, because you're in contemplation. You are feeling a little bit scared at the same point in time, because you are unsure. You cannot see anything happening at this moment. So you feel that, have I lost him? Has this relationship gone for a toss? Will I never see him back again? No, nothing of the sort will happen. Those people I'm tapping into who are in the stage of the twin flame relationship, guys, y'all are only moving ahead. Y'all are not moving back. So there is nothing to worry about. And your heart energy, the connecting, is the Chariot in the reverse, which means that there is a lack of balance, there is a lack of direction for both you guys in your heart energy. But this is very temporary. It will come back to its normal when the Chariot is going to move in the right direction as soon as as soon as the other energies are taken care of, guys. Okay, you just have to bear with this situation for the time being, ladies. Don't become impatient. Don't be worried, because the moment you are stressed out, you will kind of lose it all. Okay, so hold on to your guts, because you are the divine feminine. You are in your power. You have everything. You're the queen of sword in here for this man, for the divine masculine. You are the queen of sword, so you are the person who is holding the sword, and you have to keep holding that sword until things improve and you can walk together holding hands together instead of the sword, guys. Okay, now your 3D energy again, for the divine masculine is this: the page of sword, again a dupe in here with his heart energy, guys. The page of sword in reverse. In the 3D too, he knows he has duped you. He knows it. He has been all talk. He has manipulated your goodness. He has taken advantage of your wonderful spirit, and that's why he's suffering in silence. That's the reason, because he's regretting his actions now. He's regretting because now he can see that he hasn't won the battle. In fact, he has only lost out on you. He's losing out on time at the same point. But again, this person, this lady or this girl, she's very young. She's the page. She's even in the reversed role. She's gifted with a sharp mind and clarity, guys. Okay, that can be used for deception and manipulation as well. So therefore, her natural gift for language has turned into a weapon, and of course she may wield the sword to create more pain, and that is what this person had been doing to you in the 3D as well, ladies. He had been wielding his power, his sword, to create more pain for you, knowing very well that he is putting you through a painful situation, guys. Knowing very well. Okay? And this is the lesson as an Hierophant, a very Taurian energy, guys. This is a lesson he has learned now, or he's still learning, forgiving and learning, that what he has done was a big time mistake. He shouldn't have done this. His sacred knowledge, his wisdom is letting him know his folly, his own folly that is today taken a complete different turn. And he's healing that issue, he's learning his lessons, he's learning to forgive himself as well for having done what he did with you, Divine Feminine. Okay? At the same time, he is also putting a tower here. The tower card shows up in the upright. He's killing those energies. He's killing that pain. He's killing his own self, pride, ego, everything that he had been holding, which had allowed him to wield the sword in the wrong way, to create more pain in your life, Divine Feminine. So now he's ending that story with the tower card in here. He is learning his lessons. He's still going to learn his lessons throughout the month, and that is the reason he is ending that situation, so that now going forward he can bring back, guess who, he can bring back justice in the 3D for you and for him and for this twin flame relationship, and to forget his pain and sorrow that he is suffering, because he knows with the 3 of Swords, he knows that he hasn't been able to give you justice, and that is the reason he's still suffering, guys. But justice is sitting right in the middle of the tower and the 3 of Swords, which means it is only justice, and justice is the card, is the major arcana. In the 3D, he has got 3 major arcanas, one after the other. He's got the Hierophant, he's got the Tower, he's got Justice. Holy moly. Okay, guys. So Divine Feminine in the 3D, whatever is happening in the upper zone is happening. But in the 3D, he's bringing back justice in the right direction, because he has realized his own folly. He has realized what he has done to you, and he is feeling very sad. He is extremely troubled. He wants the tower moment to forgive and forget himself, his past actions, to forgive himself for his past actions, guys, to heal that family issue, to take the learning lessons from the sacred man in here, okay, holding his belief and traditions in the right place, to understand his mistake that he has created with you. And that is the reason justice is sitting right in between the tower and the tree of sword, and the hierophant or the sacred man with commitment, engagement, marriage kind of a situation is sitting right in between the tower and the page of sword energy in the reverse, guys. Okay, excuse me. So, which is telling me that this is the time this person is realizing he's getting back his faith in the right direction, to understand what he has done in the 3D has created all this mess in here for him. And he's learning that. He's learning his lessons to bring back justice in your zone, in the twin flame zone, in this beautiful twin flame relationship of your spiritual union, guys. Let me take a clarifier here for the page of sword in the reverse. Please give me a clarifier for the page of sword in the reverse in the 3D here. Yes, the message is very, very clear, ladies and gentlemen. He is learning. He has learned it. He's still learning. I mean, he's not completely finished the learning chapter. He's still learning, but the learning is quite a painful learning that he's going through. Definitely with the 3 of sword, he's feeling extremely bad in the 3D as well as in the 5D, guys. Okay, and look, there is a disbalance in his life as well in the 3D with that what he has done with the page of sword in the reverse. He has created his own lack of direction. He has created his own lack of balance. He has pushed the brakes on the chariot of love. In the 3D, he did not allow it to move because he had been plainly, if I may use the word with love, please don't get me wrong, he had been plainly stupid. Okay, and again a dupe, guys. I'm going 7 of sword in the reverse. Coming clean. A dupe here. Where did I get a 7 of sword here? Again, I have got a 7 of sword somewhere. Yeah, see? The 7 of sword in the mental space, the 7 of sword in the heart space, and the 7 of sword in here. In the 3D as well, guys. Wow. So he knows he is learning his mistakes, is coming back to him, to haunt him. He's going to correct it. He's trying to correct it. He's trying to get things right. He's trying to work on his own folly that he has created before. He's trying to revisit his self to understand how he could have been so foolish enough not to have seen this in the right direction. Okay, and that is what he is getting a hold of at this moment in the present time until the end of June 2019, guys. As for you ladies, divine feminine, at this moment in the 3D, of course, the star is in the reverse. You're not feeling all that great because, again, your strings are attached with this relationship. You're waiting for that give and take, but at the same time, with the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, guys, y'all are being stingy as well. Y'all are not giving him anything. Not giving him anything. Okay? Plus, you're also being very cruel, guys. Maybe a little bit manipulative, if I may say so. But, sometimes you need the King of Sword energy in the reverse for things to straighten out. But at the same time, the 6 of Cups, you definitely want that happiness back in your life in the 3D, ladies. And for which you are the Queen of Cups who is putting everything in here because your subconscious is so active. Your intuition in the higher self, your intuitive part in the 3D is so active that without even looking at him in separation, you still know what's going on in his zone, guys. Okay? So therefore, you can see everything because look, This queen is facing all these cards in here. She's looking at everything. She's maybe a little bit daydreamer kind, but her emotions are very active because she doesn't use logic. She uses only emotions. And in your case, in the 3D ladies, you are using your emotions because you're looking at all the cards in here. So your emotions are traveling through all this complete story in the 3D where you know what is happening. And in yourself as well in the 3D with the with the 9 of wand, again a dupe here. There was a 9 of wand here where you were yes, in the mental space, guys. There is a 9 of wand in the reverse. You're tired, you're fatigued. It's a dupe. Definitely it's a dupe again. But remember, things happen for a reason. You can see him. Guys, in the 3D, just open your intuition. Use your emotions. Use your emotional intelligence. Not even logic, not even rational, guys. Ladies, and you will be able to see everything clearly, and it's on my table. I'm showing it to you. Your connecting energy is the 8 of wand in the upright. It's time for action. It's time for communication now. So going forward, you will get the action. You will get the communication that's coming to you as he heals, as he clears his own energies, as he understands his own follies, his own foolishness, as he corrects his own self, as he travels down. And that's when the chariot will start to roll. That's when this thing will act up. Communication will open up. Your energies are going to open up. The give and take will open up. Action will happen in the 3D as time goes a little by little in the coming months as well. Okay, and I'm so eager now to check the July energies because I feel this is moving so quick that it won't take him too long to come to this place, to move the chariot, to take this 8 of wands and act over this action and communication. This is coming to you in the 3D, guys. He is going to be in touch with you. Not maybe in the month of June, but look at it in the month of July or maybe August. You should be able to hear the story, or hear his voice, guys, if you still haven't heard it. I don't think you have. Many of you haven't, but you will be. You will be hearing it, guys. Okay, so this is what the entire Twin Flame Spiritual Union story is all about till the 30th of June, ladies and gentlemen, if you're hearing this video. But yes, this is where we are at this point in time, and we will be moving forward very quickly because the energies are really, really, really fast, guys, really fast. That's why I did this reading, because the Divine Masculine's reading kind of got me so worked up that I had to do this reading to find out what is happening to both of you and what is happening in your twin flame connection, guys. Please write me your comments. If there is anything that I can help you with, I will certainly do my best. And I appreciate all your comments. Maybe I don't have the time to really answer to everybody, but you people are in my soul, in my heart. I love you guys. Enjoy yourself. Stay positive. Don't get into because the moment you step into the negative zone, you will not be able to move this chariot. You have to move the wheels, guys. So he is doing his work. Divine Feminine, I'm talking to you. It's time for you to do your bit of the work. He is doing his work. You don't have to jump into his zone. You don't have to get all worked up. Just give him time. Just give him space. This is a spiritual journey. It doesn't happen according to your wish. It happens according to the divinity, according to the divine timing, guys. Okay? Having said this, goodbye. God bless. Love you guys. And see you soon once again. Khuda Hafiz and Namaste.